Hey, Queen, welcome back. I'm so glad that you've joined us for these next 6 weeks to address the conditions of your heart so that you can live life on your terms and be truly unstoppable in your wealth, your health, and also your purpose. So I'm glad that you're here. Now, today, what I want to talk about primarily is self love. I see so many women every single day. I've served and mentored women for the last 5, 6 years around this topic alone. And the one common denominator that I see is that women just don't love their bodies. They don't love things on it. For example, last week, I'm actually mentoring a group of women for the next 8 weeks in a group program. And I asked them to do an exercise with me, exercise to just within our own exclusive Facebook group to take a picture of a piece of their body that they love and showcase it to the other ladies. And it was crickets. Matter of fact, one of the ladies came in and says, "What if I don't love anything?" And that could be you today. Can you really truly look in the mirror and pick one piece of your body that you love? You probably are having a hard time. And I want you to think about in terms of even your smile, your eyes, your legs, your arms, something here. You have to find the self love. But what I do know is that you probably need some tools to cultivate that a little bit more. And as we are aging women, there's a lot of things changing in our bodies. Specifically, one of the things that's changing is our metabolism. Starting at the age of 30, we significantly lose our metabolism every decade by chunks of percentages depending on your lifestyle, the way you eat, and etc. And what I want to do is help you today get some tools that maybe you can have less bloat, you can maybe lose a couple inches in your waist, and one of these ways actually to do it is adding healthy fats. Believe it or not, good fat for your body can help with your metabolism. So if you're adding some type of coconut oils or flaxseed oils, avocados, or adding the avocados full into your smoothies, or the coconut milk in the can. That whole coconut milk in the can is phenomenal to just kind of scoop in there and throw almost half the can in one of your smoothies if you can in the morning. So these are good healthy fats that can help you rev up the metabolism a little bit more so that it doesn't feel taint. The thing is, in years that in the past, fat was this like corporate enemy. Oh my God, if I eat fat, I get fat. But now we are finding so much research and studies and actual data proving that adding more fat really helps you lose weight. It helps you gain the right energy that you need, and it really turns your body into a fat burning furnace. And I know some of you would love to have that right now. And that may actually help you start feeling better within your own skin. You can also add dandelion root. Dandelion root is a diuretic. You can get it in a capsule, you can get it in actual tea bag form, whatever format that you think is better for you. But this will help just kind of take away the extra water. As we get older, ladies, we start retaining water for just various different purposes, our moods, the environment. Our body is just is more receptive to different dynamics and changes than it was when we were in our 20s. In our 20s, we had that bounce back in our body that can just take anything and do anything. And now it's like, okay, all right, whoa. Its own dimensions. It wants its own allocations, and it wants the right timing of how you eat your foods. And even though the humidity outside can affect your bloat in your belly at this point, maybe, and you may be feeling that. So if you take some dandelion root, you can do that, or you can add cucumber, mint, and lemon to your water, and you can infuse the water with those components. That's also considered as a diuretic. So keep that in mind, that these are some things that could just take a little bit of extra water off your body. It can rev up your metabolism so that you feel a little better in the waist circumference of your body so that you can feel just more confident in your skin. Another thing as we are getting older, ladies, is our muscle mass is decreasing. Starting at the age of 30, we lose between 12 and 14% of our body or of our muscle mass every 10 years. Okay, every decade we're losing that, and there's no turning back on that. There's something we have to preserve our muscle mass as much as we can, and one of the ways is adding resistance training. I highly recommend you do some type of resistance training using either resistance bands or dumbbells if you can do that, just so that you can have a routine. You can check out the 7-minute workouts, the New York Times workout that you can Google search and see if that's something that it works within your lifestyle, with your preferences, and obviously if you don't have any limitations to any of the moves. If you do, then just make sure you come to our group, Tenacious Queen Unite, and we'll all I can help you and give you maybe some modified moves so that you don't feel stuck if you find that these are some moves that's just not conducive for you. But that can possibly help. Also, eating 20 grams of protein in every meal can help preserve your muscle mass. Okay. The preservation of your muscle mass, ladies, I didn't even get to tell you this, it's very critical. It's not just about having a sculpted body. It's not about just being in a bikini with muscle mass. Muscle mass is for your oxygen, for your energy, for your metabolism, for your blood circulation. There's a lot of beautiful things that muscle does for us. And we have to have it and preserve it as much as we can, especially when we're losing 12 to 14% every decade. All right. So please, 1 to 2 times a week, get some type of resistance training program in your life so that you feel pretty good and confident in your skin, and you'll feel even more energetic as well. Now, speaking of energy, the last point that I wanted to make today to you is about being lethargic. As we start crossing the 40s and the 50s, our body's just not, that energetic as it was in the 20s. And I want you to know that it's okay. Give yourself that space. Give yourself permission to rest more if you need to. Take a nap if you can. Don't fight against that. You don't have to go, 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 go. All right? You can really rest. You'll learn the power of the pause, of knowing that, man, this time of rest is restoring me, recharging me, so that I can be more productive in my life and be unstoppable, right? But maybe even let's talk about your sleeping routine. Maybe there's some things going on at nighttime that you're engaged with a lot of electronics at nighttime, and that's not easy for most of us because we are in the day and age where tablets and computers and phones and TVs and everything else is at our fingertips all day long. But I urge you to take a look at your sleep routine and just see how connected you are to electronics. If you can restrain and pull back within a 2-hour time period from sleeping, that actually may help. We are finding that the light from these electronics, the red light from it, is actually depleting your melatonin levels. And the melatonin is really important for quality of sleep. It will help you stay restful sleep. How many of you ladies are waking up in the middle of the night or tossing and turning and waking up feeling like, man, did I even get any sleep this evening? Like you almost been feeling like you've been pumped per se. But maybe take a look at how connected you are to electronics. And I know you are a busy woman. You are running a business. You are running a department. You are doing all types of leadership activities in the community. I know you're so connected to your passion and your purpose, but please, please, please pump the brakes just a smidget and figure out, are you having a great routine for your night so that you can make sure it carries over into your day. All right. You can also take a look at how you eat. So basically, I know most of you hear, oh, you shouldn't eat within 2 hours of sleeping. I'm not a biggest fan of that. It's not per se eating anything. It's about what you eat specifically. If you're eating a lot of carbohydrates within a 2-hour radius of your sleep, then yeah, your sleep is going to be off for some of you because it actually spikes up your sugar. Okay, so your insulin levels are increasing. Now you're like, whoa, kind of wired a little bit. So you may not get quality sleep just because of that alone. But for my ladies that's been through adrenal fatigue is when you've been go, 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 big chunk of your life, that you actually been under a lot of anxiety in your past. You maybe even was raised in a home that was quite anxious environment. And you may feel that as you're progressing in your 40s and your 50s still. because you go, you're type A, you're ambitious, you're that go-getter chick that we love, and I know you'll get it all done, but you may have tapped out your adrenals. And especially if you've been working out diligently, working really hard, and you're still not seeing any weight loss or seeing any loss of inches of your body, you're more than likely in an adrenal fatigue. And what I recommend when you are in that state, it's actually really good to eat a good chunky healthy fat before you go to sleep, and a little bit of carb, even if it was just a couple of tablespoons of some rice or a potato, it actually will help you get restful sleep, because it will actually minimize your cortisol levels. When you put that carb in your body, it's going to calm it down for a moment. I'm not saying go into an indulgence and binge, but I am saying really take a look at that. And I'll give you a book that's actually referenced to that from a medical doctor that actually proves it, and it's really phenomenal. It's really great. It's the fatigue syndrome book. So I'll definitely attach that to this video here, so that you can read it for yourself and understand the cortisol levels in your body and how it works for you. I don't want you to listen to what everybody says. I want you to find out what works for you. That's what it's all about. You can't follow everybody's diet. You can't follow everybody's protocol, because your body is so different, especially in your 40s and your 50s. You can't do the same workout routines as a 20-year-old. You cannot even eat the same way as a 20 and a young 30-year-old. You have to focus in a different way. And that's probably why you haven't been getting the results you're looking for, or feeling good, and maybe not feeling as energetic as you can possibly. And then lastly, around this whole piece of energies, I want you to be very conscious about how much caffeine that you are consuming. If you're consuming more than 2 cups of caffeine a day, please be mindful about that. It actually spikes up your cortisol and it lowers your thyroid. Your thyroid is a huge indicator on how it processes your metabolism. It allows your body to tell it how to go fast or slow, or just turning it into that fat burning machine. If your thyroid is always all over the place and your cortisol at the same way, they work simultaneously together, and you break that cycle when you have too much caffeine. Now your body's running off some other mechanisms for energy versus using the estrogen, the progesterone, thyroid, and cortisol, kind of like that blended package to keep your energy levels at bay for the times that you need it the most. All right. And I know that's not easy for some of you to restrain from the amount of caffeine, but if you can just take half of the servings that you have each day and just cut that down, and just see if you can just maybe do a setup for yourself, so that it's not just cold turkey. I don't want you to go to cold turkey and have headaches tomorrow, be nauseated and cranky, and then everybody will be like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? So keep this in mind, some of these tips, but I'm hoping that this can give you just even more gusto to feel good in yourself. But even before you apply all those principles I've just given you, I want you to look in the mirror today and find one piece of your body that you love. And I want you to showcase it. Today, I'm showcasing my arms because I love my arms, okay? I'm very, very, just I just love them. I always try to take care of them. I always try to do the workout routines for them. I didn't have, nice toned arms somewhere in my past, about 6, 7 years ago. I had lost a significant amount of weight. I lost 65 pounds and kept it off. And now I really just want to showcase my arms. But even prior to my weight loss, one thing I did love about my body was my legs. They were thick and they were curvy, but I loved them. And so I found something prior to my weight loss and then after my weight loss that I still love, and something that I can cherish and look in the mirror and feel really good within myself. So definitely do that today and take a picture and show off whatever that is, and show it in the Tenacious Queen Unite group on Facebook. I want to see your pearly face, or whatever that is that you're going to recognize, your eyes, your lips, your hair, your arms, your booty, whatever it is. All right, Queen, I cannot wait to see the picture that you post, and tag me in it so that I can give you your kudos and celebrate you, okay? Because it's really good to do that. It starts all from within, and then now you're going to start working towards the external factors as well with some of the tips I've given you today. All right, so hopefully this helps you. And these tips are to obviously help you be unstoppable. Today was all about being unstoppable in your health. And it also ties into your wealth. And it also ties into your purpose. You will see that everything I'm giving you really covers all three of these categories simultaneously, every step of the way. All right, so stay tenacious, my beautiful queen. And I will see you next time on the next week series. Take care.